Hi, I'm Nate Chappell, and this is Nothing But Net, the basketball show all about the internet. Welcome and happy. Alright, everybody, I want you to go out there and I want you to fight your balls off. Your basketballs, that is, because this is a basketball show about the internet. Alrighty? On three, everybody yell, not basketball, the internet. 1, 2, 3.
Not basketball, the internet.
Alright, this is Nothing But Net, the basketball show all about the internet. Weighing in at 2,720 ounces, I am Nate Chappell. And here with me virtually courtside, as always, are my fellow bench warmers, NBA Jammin' Johnny Fisher and Pass Man Finn Hammond.
Sup?
Yeah, bench warmers, no offense. I mean, the bench doesn't warm itself.
I just gotta do it.
What do you guys feel about benches in general?
They're nice to sit on.
Yeah?
I like them. I like them when they're well placed at the park. I guess
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not, and I think that's funny.
That they're just like staring at a wall or like overlooking a parking lot or something?
Yeah, exactly. There's
I always feel bad about those when they're like the memorial bench for John Thompson or whatever, and that's what they ended up like. That's the best he could hope for.
Right.
Yeah, you were gonna say there's one where?
There's one park nearby my house that is like it like overlooks. It's on like a precipice or something. You have a view. You would if there wasn't like a big tree in the way. Like it's basically looking at a tree.
Do you think, is it possible that they put the bench there and then the tree grew up?
Yeah, I mean that's the only explanation.
Like, is it a really old bench?
Yeah.
It's made out of elephant bone.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be. I think never mind. Elephant bones seem old, though, don't they?
I mean, it depends on the elephant, I guess.
Oh, that's true. You're right. It's like when it died and when it was born. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. There's a lot of stuff it depends on. Me, I don't love benches. I kind of just like wish they were a chair most of the time. But better than sitting on the ground.
There you go.
Bold, huh? All right, so let's get warmed up here. For warm-ups today, we're going to play a game called Calling the Play. I hope you guys are ready. As many of you know, I don't know who I'm talking to. Many of you, John and Finn, know I've been watching a lot of game shows lately. One of the game shows is Match Game, old classic Match Game. So this is kind of a takeoff of the bonus round of the Match Game, and what it is that I'll say a phrase. I'll say half of a phrase, like a word, blank, or blank, a word, and we have to fill in the blank. And what we're going to try to do is get to one where all three of us match. Okay, this might take 10 or 12 hours. I hope you guys are cool with that. Totally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm free.
Okay, good. I mean, it's, holiday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you ready to play?
Hmm.
Okay, first one is holy blank. Holy blank. So think of your answer and I'll come to you. Everybody got their answer?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Johnny.
Mackerel.
Interesting. Finn.
Moly.
I was going to say moly. So me and Finn matched. Johnny's the odd man out. Although I liked your answer, Johnny. It was a good answer.
Well, thank you.
Okay, ready? These clues are courtesy Viv Chappell, by the way. Thank you, Viv.
That's a good one.
All right. Gold blank. Gold blank. Finn.
I don't want to tell you my answer, but it's showers.
Gold showers?
Yeah.
I don't even think that's the expression, Johnny.
No, it's definitely not.
Plated.
Gold plated. I was going to say gold digger. Okay. Next up, George blank. Johnny?
Bush.
Finn?
Washington.
I was going to say Washington.
Right. Let's
Okay.
match.
Open blank. Open blank. Johnny.
Book.
Finn.
book.
I was gonna say Sesame. Or I did say Sesame.
You just said open book in the script for boxes this week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I
Oh
was
yeah,
right on the
Johnny
table.
did. I did.
Okay.
Um, shrimp blank. Shrimp blank. Finn.
Cocktail.
Johnny.
Cocktail?
Nate said cocktail. Ding, 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 ding. We matched. I don't know if I believe Johnny with his facial expression there, but I think we can take the win. Speaking of taking the win, Johnny's about to take the win out of this conversation with his segment called He Got Game. Johnny, take it away. What do you got?
Today's game I downloaded for a mobile app. It's called Two Dots.
2 dots?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's really simple. I was kind of thinking about, what's a game you'd want to play when you basically don't have very much time, just like a couple 15 minutes, to kill. So, but it's, engaging enough and interesting enough that you can just play. So it was great for that. Basically all you do is you connect little dots that are the same color and they disappear, and then other dots fall in its place that have different colors, and then your goal is to get as many dots completed that they give you like 15 red or 17 yellow in the amount of moves that you get. So like out of 30 moves. It's a little brain teaser. Yeah.
So I imagine there's like things that obstruct you from just connecting any dot you want to any other dot, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten very far in it, so not really. There's a couple little spots, and if you make squares, then everything disappears. But otherwise, it's a little challenging, I guess. Like,
Right.
actually, that game's not all that exciting. There's another game that's inside it that you get to unlock after completing several levels. Yeah. So
What's the inside game? You don't know yet?
well, no, I played that, and that's what I kind of got stuck in. It's like remember when you go to the dentist office and they have those little magazines, the
Highlights?
highlights, yeah, and you had to find stuff in there,
Uh-huh.
and there was all crazy pictures. It's basically like that, and you have to find stuff.
All right, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm in for
So-
that.
that's fun.
What was your favorite highlights section?
In my
Highlights
that's a good
magazine?
question. Yeah, I liked the. Okay, let's break them down. There's the match one.
Uh-huh.
Goofus and Gallant, is that highlights?
Yeah, Goofus and Gallant. I think I liked that a lot at the time. I like the What's Wrong a lot. On the back cover,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good skill building. To
They
identify what's wrong.
right.
It's getting more and more handy as
I remember doing
capitalism
like
goes
a
on.
similar game at the bar. At those little electronic games, we had to compare what's wrong in photos.
Oh yeah,
That was always
that's
fun. You
true.
circle them.
Would you win money on those? With those actual?
I mean, not the game I played.
Just because you were terrible at it?
Yeah.
Because you were like, you're just not very judgmental. You're like, I don't know, that seems fine. You can
Yeah.
eat ice
Who's
cream
to say?
out of a shoe. That's fine with me. What am I?
Right.
Who am I?
I remember describing, adamantly saying that I didn't like highlights and I thought it was for babies when I was at school, in first grade or second grade. But going into the details about how stupid every part of it is.
Like totally giving away the fact how much you've read it,
Yeah.
and how much you actually kind of love it.
Yeah, and the stories
Really
are so
embarrassed about
dumb. Yeah.
It's like every time Gallant does the stupid thing.
Yeah, it's so much for babies.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I also liked the parts where the people sent in art. Do you remember those? They had little drawings and they have their name and their age. And I basically liked it because I think I must have sent one in at some
And
point.
were you always looking for yours?
Yeah. That sounds like me, right?
Don't you think they'd contact you though? Be like, hey, we got you in this
I don't
edition.
know.
They send you a giant check.
No, I don't
They shove it in.
necessarily. Yeah, I don't necessarily think they would contact me. In fact, one time, this actually fits into the game segment, this game's discussion pretty well. You remember the game Pitfall for the Atari 2600?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there was something called the Pitfall Harry Club. If you got over 100,000 points, you could take a picture of the screen, mail it in, and then you became a member of the Pitfall Harry Club, the benefits of which I do not remember. But I sent it in, and I never heard a single thing back.
Hmm.
And that's the last thing I sent in the mail.
You've lost faith in the
Yeah.
mail system.
Yep, after that. Oh, hey. That's the end of the segment. It sounds like that's what that buzzer means.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that buzzer?
Yeah.
It's
Very
good.
loud.
Did it
Oh,
scare
too
you?
loud. Too
Was,
loud.
was it?
Yeah, it's very. I don't know why it's so close to my house. Why you put it in
no,
my
there's
room?
one at each of your house, outside each of your houses.
Oh god.
Each of your
Too
houses.
loud.
So
I turned
John
mine
has two
down.
houses,
Uh-huh.
as you know.
So he
has
gets
a
two
place
buzzers.
at the lake. Yeah. So somebody that's just getting blasted for no reason.
There's like a seagull somewhere.
Getting
Scurried
blasted
away.
for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'll take that ball again, like I like to do. You know, I like to take the ball and I like to spin it on my hand right before I do my segment.
Oh, that's so
just
sick,
the way
yeah.
I do it because I'm like, what do you say? Super cool, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spin it on my finger, and I'm gonna look at my watch like, oh, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, this is so easy. I kind of forgot I was doing it. You know, I can do this forever. And now it's time for my segment that's called Pick and Roll, Pick and Roll, Pick and Roll. And today that's where we talk, of course, about picks on the internet. And this actually goes back to one of my greatest Photoshops that I've ever made, and it's going to take a little setting up. Anybody who knows me well probably already knows about this, but probably wasn't listening the first time they heard about it, so it's kind of perfect. So the deal is, okay, are you familiar with the film Welcome to the Dollhouse?
Yes.
It's like a mid-90s indie film. John, you keep thinking about it, Johnny. It's called Welcome to the Dollhouse. It was very niche. I worked in a video store when it came out. It's the only reason I really probably know about it. Well, then, that was in the mid-90s. I worked with my friend Justin at the video store. Then, much later, we were watching the Olympics. And there was beach volleyball on, and it was Phil Dahlhauser was one of the U.S. Olympians. So we got to talking about, Dahlhauser, what a crazy last name, first of all. And second of all, we were wondering if he had ever thought to himself, like after making a sweet spike. That's how you say it, right? You make a sick spike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like making a dunk, right?
Oh,
But it's
you
in
gotta do it.
volleyball, you make a sick spike.
Slapping a
You
spike.
make a slip. You
Oh,
slap
you're
a
right.
spike.
No, Johnny's right. Johnny's right. You slap a,
Oh,
you
it
slap
depends
a
on-
spike.
It's all. Everyone has their own take on it. Depends on the announcer of the game.
Oh, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It's a regional thing. So you slap a spike down, and then we wondered if he ever thought to himself or said, "Welcome to the Dollhauser," like as a to rub it in their face, as trash talk kind of, or like whatever celebration. So I want to ask you guys before we go any further. I'll tell you that this was a hypothetical conversation in 2002. Do you think we got an answer from Phil Dahlhauser as to whether or not he had ever thought to that or said it? Do you think he had or had not?
I'm gonna
Finn.
go.
Oh, Johnny.
Nope. No, Finn can go.
Finn.
He's good.
You described Welcome to the Dollhouse as like a niche film.
Yeah.
In the 90s. Like,
Mhm.
so there's probably a good chance that he didn't watch it. So that would make me feel like he didn't do it.
John.
I think he did do it.
Finn's right. We tweeted at him with the picture that I made of Phil Dahlhauser, and it says "Welcome to the Dollhauser" in the appropriate magazine cutout text. He had not thought of it, but technically now has thought of it. So
Did he copyright it?
no, couldn't even tell if he was amused. I doubt he even knew the movie.
What did he say? What did he like?
He said, "No." I think it's just like no. It was really like super short. We were like, oh, all right.
It's like he didn't know how Twitter worked.
No.
No, he thinks it's a series of yes or no questions.
He thinks it's a survey.
Yeah. I feel like it's really weird how people get their nicknames. Not to make this about basketball, but there's this guy whose name is Paul George and his number is 13, and he recently just got this nickname PG-13. I don't know if that's cool or not.
Cooler than PG, I guess.
I guess, yeah, a little bit cooler. And then, yes, someone had the name R.
Yeah, the pirate.
Yeah. And there was an NC-17 somewhere on there.
Yeah, there was like a Nick Carlson 17. But I think the way to, if you wanted to get someone a phrase to catch on, I think you have to talk to like the announcers. They're the people who decide this thing.
That's true. I guess that maybe should have been the question all along, is whether or not any announcer has ever said, "Welcome to the Dollhouser."
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say no. I'd say the answer to that is a pretty easy no.
Are also like volleyball announcers, they're not very fun. They're kind of like when
They're
you
like
hear
golf
them
announcers.
Yeah.
Who are the top 3 funnest announcers?
Like football, they're pretty fun, right?
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball announcers are kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of time on their hands. Yeah, probably. I mean, probably the more famous the sport, the more charismatic the announcer's going to be.
The soccer's, I mean, I guess they're entertained. They're always like excited.
That's true. Soccer, they are encouraged to come up with really crazy long things to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, long stuff like that. Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. That scared the hell out of me. Do you guys hear that? I guess my segment's over. I have no control over this. It's just a matter, time travels in one direction, and when it is finished traveling in that direction, it sets off a buzzer. Is that how it works?
Yes, the way it is.
That's just the way it is. Oh my! I just dropped my phone. Is everybody okay?
I'm all right.
Okay.
It hurt a little.
I'm all right.
I guess I'm okay.
Okay, everybody take a deep breath and let's just think about what we've done. Think fast. I just passed the ball over to our friend Finn for a commercial break.
You don't need to pass it so hard.
Well, I was trying to surprise you.
Okay. That's how pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the mark of a good pass.
Yeah, you always would. Yeah, it's called a surprise pass for a reason.
Yeah. I surprise the person you're passing it to. All right, so you guys see this new Geico commercial that has Rocky and Bullwinkle in it?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Huh?
For real. Did you see it?
What do you mean for real? What a weird thing to lie about. Why would you tell me about this?
Just thought you were just going along with it.
Yeah, I can't say that I've paid super close attention, but I definitely have heard Rocky and Bullwinkle talking on my TV.
Okay.
Do I need to know more than that?
No, that's good. That's good.
Do you remember last week when I asked you if you had seen an email I sent you? And you said, yes. Okay. I hadn't read it.
Yeah.
This is. I'm kind of just doing it too. So yeah, I guess I have seen the commercial.
Mm-hmm. I said I looked at it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, I looked at it.
Yeah. I guess you could say that you looked at it.
So it's got Rocky and Adrian.
It's got Rocky and Adrian. It's got Rocky and Bullwinkle for no reason, and it's not funny. Do you think they'd get this?
That lines up with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I guess so.
Yeah, nothing's
Is it?
changed.
I
Is
just
that the
pissed off a
secret?
lot of Rocky and Bullwinkle fans. We just lost a big. 8 of our 14 fans are Rocky and Bullheads.
Hmm. Those like 10-year-olds from the 50s or whatever.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pick up a few Natasha Boris fans. So.
Yeah, we will. Those are the real fans. Those are the ones we really want.
Yeah, come on, Russians. Finally.
Why is that? Is that show just not funny? Is that what you guys think? Johnny, you're being awfully quiet about this. It
Well,
seems like
he was laughing hysterically just thinking about the
all
Rocky and
his
Bullwinkle
favorite
bits.
bits.
Yeah, it's like, remember when he tried to pull a rabbit out of his hat? And he didn't have anything up his sleeve. And then presto. Oh, guess he didn't know his own strength.
Yeah.
You know what I
Anyway.
mean? Johnny, what do you think about Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yeah, and be honest. No
And
fuck.
please be 100% honest. Don't fuck with us.
Don't fuck with us.
We're gonna be able to tell.
Yeah.
We got your number, pal. We got bullshit detectors.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Bullshit. Yeah, you lied to us. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
even
done.
want to talk
Done
about
with
it.
this.
But
This is
you've really
dumb.
shattered some trust here today, Finn.
Anyway.
Johnny. Whatever your name.
Anyway.
Mhm.
So Geico Blizzard. This is not so much about Rocky and Bullwinkle as it is about the Geico Lizard.
Oh, we're making a dramatic shift here.
Yes, we are. And I think we have to go about this honestly because we can't test Johnny because Johnny's already thought about this. Johnny. Well, okay. I've been positing this question to people. What accent does the Geico Lizard have?
I'm gonna go with British.
Right. Yeah. Well, you would say that because you read a freaking skit about it.
No, I
You really
originally
thought-
said British. I still
He
said
originally
British.
said British, and I originally said British.
Okay. But you
So
took
here's
an
the deal:
online
is that
survey.
Finn brought this up to us several days ago. We've been talking about it ever since. It ended up in boxes last night.
Mhm.
I have asked several people about it. Finn claims that most people think it's Australian, when in actuality it's what?
It's British.
That's the claim. So
That's my
and
claim.
I've tested it with many people, and I will say I would say 70-75% of people say Australian.
So why do you think that is?
Why
Like
do
I-
I think that people think it's Australian? I know you have your theory, so tell me your theory.
We associate wizards. We associate wizards.
Oh, you think it's a
with-
wizard thing? Because
Yeah, it's
the
a
Lord
wizard
of the Rings movies were shot in New Zealand,
That's right.
which is right next to Australia.
Wizard rhymes with lizard. I think we associate lizards
Lizard.
with like the wild, and we think of someone with an accent. I don't know. It's really hard to explain.
so
The more I think about it, the harder it gets.
I have a theory that based in the history of it. So it started out as Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer was the first Geico lizard.
Did he have his?
He had his
Kelsey
normal
Grammer.
accent, which sounds a bit British, although
Like
it is not.
transatlantic.
From what I understand, he's from Seattle.
Yeah, he has a Seattle accent.
Yeah, he hears those blues a calling. Tossed
Yeah.
salad and scrambled eggs.
All right.
You might seem a bit confused. Well, honey, those are just my legs. Turns out I don't know any more lyrics than you might seem a bit confused. I don't know, but honey, those are just my legs. After Kelsey Grammer, it was somebody else. Another guy who did like more of a hotty-totty sort of. Oh, it's Geico. Hi, hello, Geico. More of a highbrow sort of thing. And now, the third iteration, he has a kind of playful Cockney accent, probably to make it sound a little more working class. So what I think it is that shift happened so that it seemed, and the sing-songy Cockney accent kind of is reminiscent of the sing-songiness possibly of an Australian accent. So I think it was actually the shift from what we consider a classic British accent to a Cockney accent that made people just shift it and think it was now Australian.
Do you think that when you asked people what accent it was, they were like, "Oh, well, it changed."
No.
Okay.
But I know it did change, and they would not have even necessarily known it changed. But that would have flipped something in their mind to make it think, to make them still track that in their brain. Because our brains keep track of time,
I guess so, yeah. That could be it. I just feel like...
To me, it's just, I don't see why a lizard does not make me think of Australia. Unless it's that you're thinking of a crocodile.
Kind of. I mean, aren't there's lizards out there. There's more of like a wildlife out there, isn't there? Or at least we don't associate there's not so much of a British wildlife.
It's not just a lizard, it's a gecko.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Boy, Johnny really got touchy about his specifics here. No, you're right, Johnny. I'm sorry.
So maybe it's just unexpected.
Yeah.
That what do you mean?
That'd be Australian.
Because it's unexpected, you think people think it's that? Well, that's insane.
I'm just saying there isn't like a British wildlife that we all know about. Like where if you go out... Oh, yeah, I guess they go hunting for foxes.
Sheep.
Yeah, but that's like farmland.
Welsh?
Mouse.
That's a country.
Oh, mouse?
Mm-hmm.
What, a mouse? Yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, lizards?
Geckos?
Yeah, specifically geckos because of those commercials.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Those insurance commercials?
With that famously British lizard that everyone knows is British.
Wildly British lizard.
I would say, okay, if the gecko was not a gecko at all, but a teddy bear, we'd be like, yeah, he's British.
See, and I'm not so sure about that. Because I think if he looked at all like a koala bear, you'd be fucked again. You'd be back in Australia.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. If he was the Big Ben. If that was
Big Ben, if that was the spokesperson.
Yeah.
With an Australian accent.
Yeah.
No, that would be unexpected.
It was the Queen of England. You wouldn't mistake that.
Do you know that they actually have to reverse? Never mind. Well, the insurance goes the other way in Australia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go lay under a bus or something. I'm sorry, I don't know.
You have to pay them if you get in an accident?
Yeah, I guess. Wait, I have to pay them.
If you get an accident, they pay you.
I just have to pay for it.
Yeah, they pay you money. If you get in an accident, you have to pay for it.
But if it was opposite, wouldn't they be paying me every month?
Yeah.
And then I have to pay for it if they get in an accident?
Mm-hmm.
So they get to drive my car all the time?
Yeah, they get to drive your car.
Okay, which side of the road do they drive on?
You're in the back.
There's urine in the back of my car? Is it in a bag or something? Or just like free floating? Because I'm not cool with
I don't have the time to explain the ins and outs of Australian culture.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Why? What are you doing?
I have a meeting.
Oh. I have a meeting. And it's kind of time sensitive because it's with some Australians.
Yeah, exactly. They have to go to sleep. Tomorrow. And time works. Their time is also going the other way.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That's why Benjamin Button was Australian, was British, I was going to say.
Benjamin Button. Is that good?
Well, I'm Benjamin Button. All right. Oh, no. What a disappointing end to that. I wish it wouldn't have ended on such a great impression.
Chucks.
But that's, again, time moves in one direction, wherever you are, even if that direction is different from the direction it is here. We welcome you to our podcast. Is it too late to welcome people to the podcast?
If you're just tuning in right now.
If you're just joining us.
Yeah, back up a little bit. And
then, if you're just joining us, please back up. Maybe although, if you're in Australia, you can go forward.
Go forward.
You press fast forward, yeah.
All right, everybody, huddle up. That means you too, Watkins. Get over here. All right, here's the play. You're going to subscribe to this podcast and leave a 5-star review. Then you're going to run over there, tell a friend so you can see if you have bad taste or not. Okay? Then you can check out some sick video content that we make at wolfout.tv. That's WOLF as in Frank, OUT as in the end of out. .tv. And we are Wolf Out TV all over this web we call worldwide, including YouTube, but not limited to YouTube, so go look it up on google.corn. All right, thanks for joining the game, everybody, and remember, just because something is a basketball show doesn't mean it's going to be about basketball. Be excellent to each other, and Johnny, is that a swish?
That's a slam dunk. Swish.
Swish indeed. Right? Wasn't that good? No? Oh, that was mean to say. You didn't have to say that. But I guess I respect your honesty, if nothing else. If you liked it or didn't like it, or didn't know yet, just subscribe to the feed. It's nothing but net on the internet. It's a basketball show all about the internet, as you saw and heard. We were talking it to the paint, right? So subscribe to that if you want to see more of that. But I mean, hear it. It'll be in your ears. I don't know which you like better, but otherwise, tune in next week, right here, right now, for Boxes. It's gonna be the 13th episode, spooky, scary, and I don't know what else to tell you, but do other stuff. Mask up. Black Lives Matter, and I'm gonna show you this really amazing clip that I took today of Wes sliding into 2020 like